Heaven's California.
Hey guys, today I'm going to react to Mort, true school lockdown animated horror story. Every lockdown video I've seen so far is actually pretty good. It's actually really scary, so I'm not sure this one will be any different, but this one's longer than most, 10 minutes long, so this one's probably going to have a little backstory or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to react to 2 more after this, and then as I said before, I'm going to keep reacting until I finish them all, and then I'll normally go on. So let's get into this. If you like my work, support me by buying my merch. Alright.
If you went to school any time from the 90s onwards, the chances are that you've at least experienced a lockdown drill, maybe even an actual lockdown. Obviously, not all of them end in tragedy. Some schools go into lockdown because of a crime committed nearby, or because some parent forgot to wear their visitor's badge. There's lots of different reasons. Most of them have nothing to do with an actual legitimate threat to students. But better safe than sorry, right?
Exactly.
I went to school in a post-Columbine world. Lockdowns were always taken very seriously, despite the fact that we lived in a fairly isolated area where most people knew each other. There were regular petitions to allow teachers to carry guns in school.
Oh, wow.
Who knew how long it might take the police to arrive if something were to ever happen? But obviously, I'm not here to debate gun control, so I'll get to the point.
Okay.
Most lockdowns are drills, but I'm going to tell you about one that wasn't. I've always been a pretty nervous and paranoid person. For example, throughout middle and high school, I despised being in the cafeteria because I always seemed to get stuck sitting in some corner nowhere near an exit. It made me anxious, realizing just how much distance I would have to cross just to get out, even if something as innocent as a food fight were to occur. In upstairs classrooms, I would occasionally glance out the windows and ponder where or not the drop might kill me, or if I can make it out with just a broken arm or leg.
So you're always thinking about that,
downstairs rooms, I would tend to sit near the windows unless I was forced to sit somewhere else. Admittedly, this was also because I just like to look outside and daydream. But like most routines, after enough repetition, you get used to almost anything. If you work in a school, you probably know this like the back of your hand. In the event of a lockdown, teachers are supposed to lock the doors, turn out the lights, and herd students into a part of the room that can't be seen from the window panel on the door. Yeah. This always seemed a bit ridiculous to me. I once had an English class in a room where the only spot that you couldn't see people from the door was, ironically, right next to the door. The idea of us just lining up there while someone jiggled the knob outside sounded horrifying.
Yeah.
However, I did have one major concern.
Yeah.
What would happen if I were caught in one of these drills outside the classroom? Was I supposed to run and bang on the nearest door, hide in a closet, run outside?
That's you're told you're told what to do if that happens.
If I was near an exit and it seemed like the real deal, I would take my chances running outside. Teachers never really told us during drills whether or not they were real, but someone always knew. There was always that one kid whose mom worked at the school and would tell everyone else that they weren't real and that there would be a fire drill the next day or something. They have a special code for when it's real. A girl named Kelly once informed our entire algebra class, if they say lockdown 3 times, it's only a drill. 4 times, it's for real. We all snickered, but what she said lingered in the back of my mind every time the principal went on the loudspeaker, voice crackling throughout the building. And I always counted, awaiting for that 4th time. 11th grade swung around. Now officially an upperclassman, I let a certain confidence seep into my step. I was 16. Next year I would graduate and would be going to college. I practically owned this dump. I would see everyone that I hated working at McDonald's. You know, the usual 16-year-old spiel. I no longer felt the need to rush into first period. Instead, I lingered in the hallway with other relaxed juniors and seniors and made fun of confused freshmen, and actually made eye contact with my teachers.
So you're bullying people?
This newfound skip in my step was what led me to cutting the first period bell very close, as I wiped out my shirt with a wet paper towel in the bathroom. Someone had tripped on the bus, and had gotten what I prayed was iced coffee on me. The stain did not look like it was coming out, and I hadn't brought a jacket that day. I groaned, balled up the paper towel, and chucked it at the garbage. I missed. Through the thick bathroom walls, I heard the distant crackle of the loudspeaker. Were they starting the morning announcements earlier this year? Maybe someone had parked in a teacher spot. Again.
Just listen.
Lockdown, 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 lockdown. I was more caught off guard by the fact that it sounded like the secretary was making the announcement than anything else. Only
4
after a moment
times.
or two did it sink in. This wasn't a drill. I stood there, completely motionless, wondering what the hell I was supposed to do.
I'm pretty sure we'll have to lock the bathroom if you
I
can.
lunged towards the door and yanked it open, peering out into the hall. Every door was shut. I was on the second floor.
Dummy, I'm pretty sure
I
you're
thought I
supposed to stay in the
heard
washroom and lock
yelling
it.
from below. My panic then settled into a cold fear that pulled in the pit of my stomach. I darted back into the bathroom.
There you go. Lock
trying
it.
to rationalize things.
Lock it and hide into a
Maybe
stall.
I had misheard it, and it was just a drill.
Lock it and
I
go
tried to
into a
remember how
stall.
the person on the loudspeaker had sounded.
Ugh.
Frightened? Forced calm? I don't know. And not
This
knowing
was
was the
pissing me
worst
off.
part. The police had to be on their way if this was real, I assured myself. So as long as I stayed put, everything would be fine.
I don't be in the
What
fucking
potential
sink.
school shooter was going to check the bathroom? That said, I ran to the last stall, the one for people with wheelchairs, and scrambled up on the toilet.
Finally.
Should I lock the stall door?
No.
No.
Of course you.
There was no point. If they did come in, it would be obvious that someone was in there. What if somehow they saw me through the small space in the door?
Of course you lock
Could
it,
I
dummy.
somehow wiggle on the ground from one stall to the next in an effort to evade them? By this point, I was slightly hysterical, but I knew, in the back of my mind, like you always know in these situations, if they did come in here, I would probably die.
That's why you locked the fucking
Ridiculously
stall.
enough, I began preparing my last lines. What would I say? Should I try to plead with them? What if it was someone I knew? Maybe I could talk them
Or
down.
just stop thinking and
But I couldn't
shut
even
up.
convince myself. Never mind someone already homicidal. Should I try to be the hero and go for the gun? Right, and get shot in the face. Perhaps I could stall them.
You overthink
Stall
way too much.
them. I started to laugh.
Just
I
don't
didn't
do
know
anything.
why.
Just wait.
Crouched on a grimy public high school toilet seat, my chuckles faded into harsh breathing, and I told myself not to look up, no matter what. I heard a loud noise from down the hall and flinched, although I had no idea what it was. I tried to still my breathing, and only succeeded in feeling faint. And then I heard it. Footsteps. I was sure of it. Maybe it was a cop, I told myself. The footsteps drew closer. I hadn't been raised to be religious, but right then and there, I started to make bargains. I didn't care if I got shot, as long as it didn't kill me, or paralyze me. Actually,
Okay.
that might be worse. I just wanted to go home. If whoever was in charge of this shit just made sure I got home, I would do whatever the hell they said for the rest of my life. Maybe they didn't have a gun. Maybe it was a knife. Maybe I could get out of this with
You're
a few
thinking so
nasty
much. Just
scars
shut up
and
and
a story.
stop.
The bathroom door opened, and I went blank. I'm not sure how to describe it. I felt completely removed. I was there in the stall, but also, I wasn't. Like maybe it didn't really matter much either way, like I was beyond all of it. For a fleeting second, I wondered if I would collapse and die of fright.
There's a shadow right
I
there.
knew they were there. I heard them. The first stall door swung open with a groan, as did the second. I tried to close my eyes, but I couldn't. My eyelids refused to
If you locked it, you
cooperate.
would have had a little
The
bit
third
of it.
stall door opened. I was convinced I could hear them breathing. I wondered what they were thinking. Were they excited? Could they hear my breathing? God, I thought. Don't let it be someone I know. The next stall opened, and the one after that was mine. Suddenly the loudspeakers crackled on. Lockdown is now complete. Students and staff, thank you for your cooperation. The person in the bathroom paused. They
What?
then turned and left, doors swinging quietly behind them. I didn't leave that stall for another 5 minutes.
What?
My first period teacher was very annoyed, but I didn't really care. I informed him about what happened, and he called the vice principal down, and I relayed my story to her. She seemed skeptical about my claim, and told me that the lockdown this morning was only a drill. The staff at the school was questioned, but no one had gone into the bathroom during the lockdown to check for students. I never really heard any more about it. but I am certain that there have been someone in there with me, and they came very close to finding me.
Oh, okay. I was kind of expecting another jump scare or something. Okay, well, you were thinking so much in this video, like you just kept saying like what if, or oh my god, like I don't know, you just seem so like, jeez man, we gotta relax. Like I'll admit I have very bad anxiety too, which I know makes no sense because I do YouTube, right? And I also do covers too, so it's like, fuck, okay, what? Ah. I kind of want to close the window, but the fresh air actually feels really nice. It actually feels really good. I'm just cold now, but okay. You were thinking a lot. You were overthinking a lot, in my opinion, as well. I get it. You're nervous, of course. I would be too. No shit. The fact that you don't like, you should at least try to lock the bathroom door if you can. At least try to put something in front of it or something. During a real lockdown, lock the stall. Go into a stall, lock it. Obviously, don't freaking not lock it. Oh, should I lock the stall? No. What do you know? Are you stupid? Of course you do, dummy. Like, at least that'll buy you some time. At least, like, you know, like obviously they're gonna know you're in there, if it's locked. But no shit. If you just open it. If it's unlocked, it's gonna open it, see and shoot you, and then bye, you're dead. Like, you know, it's better to lock it. Like, what the hell? Yeah, like that guy just seemed like really anxious, like in general, because like I remember before he was saying, yeah, like I'm nervous that I'm like not so close to the window or to the door, because I'm like, what if a food fight happens, or like what if, you know. So like my friend always tells me not to live life in fear, and I think he really was, because like that just sounds like he really was like living life in fear. So yeah, let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments below if you have any stories like that. Lockdown stories. I've only had drills. I've always had drills. I never had a real lockdown, but I've had numerous drills, so that's why I don't know why he was saying the 90s onward. Or, yeah, onward, right? Yeah, so. Okay. Yeah, I had a lot of fire drills and lockdown drills for sure. A lot. In high school, elementary school, a bunch. Yeah. They were all drills though, thank goodness. And now I'm in college. And I've had 1 or 2 lockdown drills so far. Just because I think you get 1 per semester, so yeah. But thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this video. And I really gotta hurry because my battery's gonna die soon, so I don't even know if I'll be able to film these last 2 videos, but we'll see. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out.